Yo guys, welcome to a brand new video on Sharky Does Sports. We're back. Today guys, I'm with, you should be familiar with this man if you've been on this channel before. Star player! Hey! He wants to be back. Sharky Does Sports, STS, Sharky Does Stars. Not in an inappropriate way.
Chill out.
But anyways, yeah, today I'm with Star Player. As you see by the title, we are doing every Premier League club's best player this season, okay? The most viewed video on this channel history is us two doing every Premier League club's best player full stop. So I thought I'd bring it back, but do it for this season so far. I know currently the season's not over, about halfway in, but why not? Also guys, one thing I do love about this channel is the comments. Spam the comments below right now, okay?
I read it.
We read the comments. We read the comments all the time. So leave the comments below of your best player every single team this season. We love it when it's interactive. We'll reply to some of your comments, etc. Do that. Also leave a comment below of your team's best player. And if you agree or disagree with any of our picks, you're allowed. It's opinions, okay? Don't be mad at us. And lastly, please smash the likes. We'd appreciate if you can get 5,000 likes. Yeah, please.
Do it for me, please.
5,000 likes would be amazing. And also hit the subscribe button, guys, because I do feel like a lot of you guys aren't subscribed. So please subscribe so you can be notified every single time I upload on this channel. You guys know what's going on. You've hit the like button, you've subscribed, you've already got your keypad ready to comment. Let's start the video. Before we get into it, how many do you think we'll have the same? 8. I think we're more. I think about 10. 10, 11.
Maybe.
We are going to go in order of the Premier League table at the current time of filming. I'm going to go first for one pick, then he'll go first for the next team.
By the way guys, we're basing this on Arsenal versus Southampton that just finished.
So, the first club is Manchester City. My best player for Man City this season, I ended up going with Ruben Diaz.
I went with Ruben Diaz as well.
Look at that! Hey!
We always start off good. So who's the honorable mention for you?
Gundogan and also had Cancelo there.
Yeah, same.
But I think Ruben Diaz, man, like he's coming to this team. Clearly, Man City were missing something after they lost Vincent Kompany. Vincent Kompany was like arguably their best player of the last 10 years, and they needed the rock. They've had defensive issues. Otamendi wasn't cutting it. John Stones for a while wasn't cutting it. Laporte had injury issues last season, and I think Ruben Diaz has come in foreign league. He's coming to his own. He's built a partnership with John Stones in Laporte's absence.
Even John Stones deserves honorable
exactly, and you could say that John Stones picking up form could be also down to Ruben Diaz being so good next to him.
Yeah, kept 15 clean sheets in 22 games that Ruben Diaz has played, so they made that 16 now. 16 in 22 games.
Yeah, 16 clean sheets in 22 games. That's crazy. But fair play, Ruben Diaz, okay, start off strong. You go next. They got Man United next.
Many people don't like him. Many people say he doesn't offer much in the game. Boy, he always contributes, always scores, he always assists. The main man, Bruno
Fernandes.
But obviously, there's other people that you could have mentioned, but for me, he's a clear standout. Games where people are like, he's ineffective, 70 minutes doesn't do nothing, forces passes can get you goals.
I've got Bruno Fernandez as well, so we're 2 for 2 right now.
That's upsetting.
Why is that upsetting?
I don't know why you want to tie with me.
Honorable mention, Paul Pogba. I think Pogba's been incredible this season, and it's going to be key to them if they're going to try and push on to win the league. But Bruno Fernandes, if you look at his numbers, of course, football's not just about stats, but he's a midfielder, putting like almost striker numbers. And even this season, I was checking, 19 league games, he's got 19 goal contributions, 11 goals, 8 assists in the league. That's mental, bro. That is crazy. Bruno Fernandes is definitely the best signing of 2020, and United's best player this season so far, as we both agree. So far, we're 2 for 2. In third place, we have got Leicester City. For Leicester, I changed it a couple times until I picked my final one I was happy with. And I can't look past this man. He's the main man. He's having a party. Jamie Vardy.
Vardy having a party.
Jamie Vardy having a party. Because listen, I was looking at like the defense. The defense has been good this season. Like Madison's been popping out this season, doing really well, scoring bangers. Jamie Vardy's got 11 goals and 5 assists in 18 games. 16 goal contributions in 18 games. He's still the main man in that club. If they're gonna win the league, he's gonna be the man to win in the league. So I went for Jamie Vardy. Clearly by your reaction, you didn't go for Jamie Vardy.
No, I didn't.
So we're not gonna be 3 for 3.
No, I'm happy
Who
with
did
that.
you go for, Stars?
I went for Wesley Fofana. Honestly, imagine Sonchu being out, 19 years old, thrown in the deep end. Obviously, Johnny Evans is such an experienced elite defender as well.
I think it's Johnny Evans who's making the person next to him so good. Because the young centre back's coming next to him, and it's like he's a good person to look at for experience.
True. But I just think that obviously the stature of Soyuncu, everyone is arguably the top 5 centre backs. And then you're bringing up a kid, 19 years old from France, that probably doesn't speak a word of English, but he's been playing out of his way. For me, it was either him or James Justin.
That's another honourable mention I was gonna say.
He's been amazing. He's been immense. Left back, right back, wherever you want to put him.
Yeah. So he's gone for
Fofana,
and I've gone for Jamie Vardy. So right now we're 2 out of 3 matching. Next, you go first, and we have got Liverpool. Is there a standout performer for Liverpool this season?
Obviously, I have to pick this player, but if Jota didn't go down, I would say Jota. 100%. Because I don't think they've been the same without Jota. But obviously, Mohamed Salah, you can't discredit his numbers.
I also went for Mohamed Salah. I know you're probably glad about that.
No,
he's don't want to match with me for some reason.
Yeah, that's true.
I went for Mohamed Salah, 13 goals and 3 assists in 18 games. That's 16 goal contributions in 18 games. That is very good numbers. Jota would have been, like you said,
Yeah, for me, Jota obviously started the season firing and got injured.
Yeah, Liverpool fan. Is there anyone other than Mo Salah that could be a player of the season so far? Let us know in the comments below. We're banging through these. We're now in 5th place and we're at Spurs. Spurs have started off strong. They're falling out a little bit. They're in 5th. Outside top 4. But for me, there's clearly been 2 standout performers. I went for the man that has got 12 goals and 11 assists in 18 games. That's 23 goal contributions in 18 games. I went for the main man, Harry Kane.
I don't even want it to be Harry Kane, but it is Harry Kane.
Yeah!
On my list. Yeah! On my list. I changed the last minute to Harry Kane. For me, it was Højbjerg at first. He changed their whole midfield. Like, even Ndombele's picked up.
Ndombele's playing very well.
But it's either Son or Kane. Kane just stood out now. Like, he's added assists to his game. He's got an elite pass. He can obviously finishes.
Every game, there's a ball going in the back of the net because of Kane directly involved.
Exactly.
Either scoring or assisted.
No,
that is crazy. How do you stop it?
Make him talk.
Alright, Stars, you go next. West Ham United. Yeah, it's the West Ham. Souček. 7 goals this season from defensive midfield.
Yep.
Just for his goals.
Yeah, he's just filleting now, isn't it? Honourable mention, Jared Bowen, but...
Yeah, that was early in the season, Jared Bowen, and then he's fallen off. For me, I went a bit different. I went for Craig Dawson. Came from Watford. They weren't expecting much of him. They're calling him now Maldini. I'm gonna be honest with you, my pick for Dawson is mainly because of West Ham fans that I follow and know. Like, he's come in, he's shored up their defence. West Ham fans, please let me know about Craig Dawson, because apparently he's like your Maldini now, Maldini regen. Next, we are at Everton. I went for Dominic Calvert-Lewin. You have to this season so far.
But his form dipped and I was picked up a little bit. Obviously, he started off the season firing. Yeah. He went like 7 games without a goal in the Prem. I think he scored again. But
he's just a headache for defenders.
Yeah, man. But obviously, no, I went with Dom Calvert-Lewin as well. You can't.
Yes.
You can't deny his goal scoring, man. I would have said Hammers, but he's been injured and then obviously trying to make his way back.
They were actually matching quite a bit. Alright, so next we're at Aston Villa. Who's your player of the season at Aston Villa?
To be honest, I've got so many players. You could say Emi Martinez shored up their goalkeeper.
Emi Martinez is a big shout.
Matty Cash been a quality signing. Douglas Luiz.
Ollie Watkins came in.
No, Ollie Watkins trash. One man in it.
There's one man you haven't mentioned.
Jackie boy.
Jack Grealish, of course. I went for Jack Grealish. I can't be mad at that.
I can't.
We'll give it to Jack Grealish. He's not only their best player this season, he's their best player full stop.
Arguably say best player in the league. I'd say only Bruno maybe ahead of him.
Jack Grealish, I think it's fair to say, but if you're a Villa fan, you should be very happy because you've got a lot of players performing really well this season and they're competing for that spot. Next, we have got Chelsea. Up the Chelsea. Best player at Chelsea this season. For me, they've had no best player this season.
I don't think same. I'm just gonna
go for the most consistent player and I'm gonna go for Mason Mount.
Same, I want Mason Mount.
You're for Mason Mount?
It was literally picking a crap player.
First, the best of a bad bunch.
Yeah, like at first it was the defense. They didn't concede for like 7-8 games.
They went what so I was at the start of the season they were leaking and then they got mentally and then they were solid.
They started conceding goals again, not winning. Their defense, that attack just folded. They collapsed.
Timo hasn't scored in God knows how long.
Kai Havertz is sitting on the bench.
But yeah, Mason Mount, good job. Us fans, let us know if it's not Mount.
I don't want Shawnee Pizzle to go, oh yeah, these guys pick Mason Mount because he thinks Mason Mount's better than Bruno Fernandez. Just to let the world know he thinks Mason Mount is better than Bruno Fernandez.
Okay, next, Southampton.
For me, someone that's impressed me the most is Vestergaard. So I chose Vestergaard as their best player. I just went with who I liked and I liked Vestergaard on the team.
I went for Ward-Prowse. Very good player, like he's the talisman of that team, best kick taker in the league. The reason why Vestergaard stood out to you and he's been scoring a lot of goals is due to Ward-Prowse's set pieces. Big shout out to Armstrong, big shout out to Mayu, big shout out to Danny Ings. Next, we have got, this is the one I'm looking forward to. Arsenal Football Club. I think we went for the same guy.
I hope he plays on the left hand side of the pitch.
I went for a young man named Bukayo Saka.
And I went for Kai as well.
You actually?
Yeah.
I love matching with you.
No, I don't. But best young talent in England besides maybe Phil Foden?
Yeah, I can't think of anyone else. Mason Greenwood's not been firing this season. Saka, I think only Phil Foden's chatting to him right now. And he's playing for England. He got into the England team this season.
Who's your honourable mentions though?
Lacazette, Kieran Tierney, Rob Holding, Bernd Leno, Granit Xhaka. There's a lot of players and it's, when I'm listing that many players, it's weird because we're so low in the table. It's just the Arsenal bias, isn't it? Next, we are at Leeds.
Start right. I went for a guy I think he's been underrated this season, Jack Harrison. I've enjoyed watching him both footed. He's always on the score sheet. I think he stands out for me. When I watch Leeds, he stands out the most for me.
I went for someone, I have no reason why, it's just my eyes talking. I went for Luke Ayling. Leeds fans, please back me.
He's a Leeds legend, but Leeds fans would say Luke Ayling has not been their best player.
Oh, he's an Arsenal legend, man. Next, Crystal Palace. And for me, it was out of 2 players, but it's like the Jack Grealish from Aston Villa. They've got one clear best player, so I'm gonna go for Wilfried Zaha. I think without him, they'd be doing a lot worse.
Yeah, way worse.
I think it's pretty obvious.
I went for Zaha as well.
Yeah.
players. Maybe Eze.
Eze's the other one. The one says two players. Eze's been performing really well, but it's like he's a clear standout for that team. So I think it's like you have
he's finally actually pulling up his numbers. Like when people say Wilfried Zaha, he's finally putting up numbers.
Because that was the issue before. You're right.
He had a name, but he was scoring 3-4 goals a season and maybe 3 assists. This season he said, forget this. I'm actually trying to force a move away. Let me actually put up good numbers with teams that could look at me and go, yeah, he's actually doing it in the Prem now.
Next, we're at Wolves. I'm going first, and I've gone for Pedro Neto.
I went for Neto as well.
Yes! Let's go! Guys, why is he upset that we have the same opinion?
I don't like it.
It just means we've both been watching the football and understanding who's been the best player for their teams.
But I don't like that. You don't really watch football.
Wow. Pedro Neto, an explanation for why?
I think Joe leaving is basically his team. Like, you'd think it's Adama Traore, but he's not really a numbers man. But now he's got it all. Big move ahead for him.
Next, we're at Burnley. They've picked up wins at Emirates and Anfield.
I'm not gonna lie with the Burnley fans. I don't really watch your team play. I find it boring. But they're picking up results, like you said. They're actually doing well. Generally, couldn't pick the best player on their team. So I just picked one guy I personally like, and that's Ashley Barnes.
I went for Ben Mee. I think Ben Mee this season's done well. Like I said, I don't really watch Burnley that much. I'm not going to pretend that I watch Burnley.
Football, bro.
I've seen him in the big games. I've seen him against us, seen him against Liverpool win at Anfield, and Ben Mee got man of the match. The small couple of Burnley fans I know, they speak highly about Ben Mee, so I think I should.
There you go. Like, don't get at me, Burnley fans. I don't watch your crap team play.
They say don't get at me, but then you're calling the team crap. Get at him. Okay, now we're at Newcastle. I went for Cardalo.
Oh, he's been decent.
I think Newcastle's a sinking ship anyways this season. They are conceding goals, not like he's keeping clean sheet, but I think he is minimalising the damage they've been receiving.
For me, I just went on Twitter, people that talk about Newcastle, have friends that are Newcastle supporters, and everyone is very high on Matty Longstaff. I was reading, a lot of people said he's been our best midfielder, our best player, arguably.
He's a starter now. I mean, he's taken over his brother's position. Matty Longstaff, good shout. Brighton and Hove Albion.
The next one I personally chose, Yves Bissouma. He is top 5 technically best midfielder, like technical best midfielders in the league. I'm so high on Bissouma. For me, their best player this year.
But I went for Bissouma though, so I'm actually.
Yeah. What's your reason behind Bissouma?
Because you like him.
There you go, guys. He's gonna get a big move, top 6 move after the season. Watch.
Nah, he deserves a good player. Next, we're at the relegation zone. Fulham. Now this one, I'm not gonna lie to you, a lot of research, but I've been seeing Fulham fans rave about this guy, and I went for Nguisa.
Oh, he's hard. I didn't go for him. He went over my head. I just went for a player I like. I'm real. Michael Hector, that's been good.
Really?
No, I'm joking. He's been awful. That's why he got dropped. People say Ruben Loftus-Cheek as well. They're saying he.
Loftus-Cheek, I think, is the honourable mention.
I went for Lookman. Like he's their talisman, innit?
Let's know for the fans. Like we said, we don't really watch your team that much. Now at the last 2 clubs, West Bromwich Albion. Who have you gone for?
It's like saying who's the least shittest on pitch. I can't watch West Brom. They just get pammed 4-0, 5-0. But like I said, I did research again, and a lot of people rave about Sam Gallagher. So I'm not going for anyone at the back. Like I don't feel like their defense has been that good.
That's awkward. I want someone at the back. I went for an Arsenal legend. Semi Ajayi, Arsenal legend. Don't ask me why. Just because he's a player for Arsenal, and I saw him score a couple of goals this season. Scored against Liverpool, I think. As we go into the last team, rock bottom. This one, I'm not gonna lie to you, they have been absolutely woeful this season, bro. Worst team. No one's been the best player this season.
No, there's one player I picked,
and I just went for who I know to be their best football player. I went for Sanderberg.
Nah, I didn't go for him. I delved into the Sheffield United Twitter pages, everything. Yeah. They raved their right back, Jayden Bogle. People saying arguably best right back in the world. That's what I've been reading. I was like, yeah, that's cap, but like they rate him very highly. So I went for Jayden Bogle.
Well, that's been our picks for the best player at every single Premier League club this season. I want to see how many we've ended up matching on. 11, and my prediction was 10-11.
I said 8.
So yeah, we matched that 11. If you guys were playing along in the comments, let us know also at the end of the comment how much you matched that with one of us and who you matched with more. Let us know who you agreed with more. If any of us had like horrible takes, like I said, leave the comments because we're gonna be reading every single one of them. Also, leave a like for this video, leave some comments as well for
5K,
other videos.
5K.
5,000 likes, please. 5,000. All I ask. It's
subscribe as well, guys. Subscribe as well.
Subscribe to Untitled Sports for more videos, and we're back soon.